Okay, we are at the office of Major General Prince C. Johnson III. It's an opportunity to have him this morning on Thursday, and then we're going to be talking about a series of issues with the National Army of Liberia. And like I said, it's a pleasure having him on this Thursday. Major General Johnson, will I say, welcome to our interview.
Thank you so much, Chokan, for giving us this opportunity to be able to share our view on the COVID-19 operation or the coronavirus spread in Liberia operations.
How does it feel having these soldier personnel out of the barracks, especially in this time of the global pandemic?
We chose to do that. This military is a voluntary service. You come, nobody forced you to come here. And the mission, our mission based on the Constitution, is to be able to protect the territorial integrity. We as leaders, is a difficult thing because we had to motivate the soldier into sending into harm's way, taking them from the barracks and say, look, you are the last line of defense. You took an oath to defend this constitution. What case or whatever you have to go there and then face that challenge with what you've been trained to do. So getting soldiers from the barracks and getting them out, every commander, that's what we train for. We lack operations, so in order to test our training. So getting out there for our people to see us and be able to execute those trainings we have received, that's what we like to do. But when soldiers are out there, we always have guides like the soldier manual that in there how to conduct yourself when you're facing like difficulties and people trying to do so. I would tell you overall is that is what we chose to do as part of our mission to get out there and protect the Liberian people. We like to do that, and I would tell you it's all because of the support of the Liberian people. When we get out there, we always have mission success. So getting out there to work for the Liberian people, we like to do that.
Okay, so let's leave the SOE a bit and come to this one. There have been a series of complaints against some AFL personnel, especially with one of the reasons before before COVID was the one in Bond County, which the Army professionally handled, and then you receive accolades from talk show hosts, callers, and Liberians praised. What is the secret behind the prompt reaction of the Army whenever there was a complaint against Army personnel? What different are you doing?
I will tell you, I give the credit to that young soldier you just passed at the gate, who is standing there. Like you see, we are sitting in the office. He's standing there when it's rain. He's standing there to make sure this place is protected. I give the credit to my staff. You know, I'll give this analogy. When you see the dock sailing on the water or the river, when the dock is sailing, you see when you look on top, it looks like the dock is like a master swimmer, meaning the way they sail on the water. But if you just manage to like get a camera on in the water to see how the feet
struggles to
it's fighting to like balance and move from one location to another, you're like, wow. So I give the credit to my staff. They are like that feet that's on us. So you see me sailing, you say like, is this? I don't think I'm doing it alone. It's a teamwork in the AFL. And I think I give a lot of credit to the Minister of Defense too. You know, I serve as deputy and I learned a lot from him. And with the staff, the support from the staff, and I like this job because there's everything that's already been written for us in our manual.
All of what you're supposed to do.
It's exactly. All you need to do is just look at the training, the FM, that is the fee manual. We have the fee manual, we have all the regulations. And it serves as a guide to guide you as a leader. I'm just supervising. But the decision part of it come with, it's a collective activities, the staff. I have staff for everything. They advise me, they are the experts, so they come with advice, look at it, and as supervisor, I make the decision. So the credit goes to them, and I will also say to our international partners who did the restructure in the AFL that started in 2006. I think the training we receive is something like I will always be grateful for the U.S. government and our ECOWAS partner, our Asian partner, the Chinese, for the kind of training we have received in the Armed Forces of Liberia. I think if we just go by all those international norms and stuff, I sure definitely the AFL will be better than what it is
There were reports of hostility in the southeast, especially in Grenada County this morning. We saw pictorials, we saw video evidence, and it took the AFL's prompt intervention to quiet the situation. How did you get any information?
The AFL is part of the joint security, and according to our constitutional mandate, we support other security agencies. So when the incident started early this morning, we monitored the situation. The joint security with the police, the IG, we have been online, including the superintendent and those stakeholders, those who were involved in Zwedru. We were briefed because we have barracks in Zwedru, and they based on our mandates.
How's that barrack?
The name is Cam Wisner. So at Cam Wisner, they assessed this commander, assessed the situation, brief through his chain of command, briefed me, and then the joint security headed by the police there. Immigration is also part, informed us that the situation for which it was going, they needed support from the military. They informed us immediately. We informed the Minister of Defense, who also contacted the Commander-in-Chief, the President, and based on the estimate that was sent on the activities and how the threat levels like gradually moving based on the visiting CPP delegation, we immediately decided to support the police. That when you saw the military going in, and we managed to move in, and the situation turned calm, peaceful. And I think through the cooperation of the superintendent, the police there, we managed to handle that situation. And I think there are more, I'm still being briefed, there are more updates keep coming. I heard the convoy just left Swedru, okay, and they're on their way, I think, to Nima County. Okay. So for now, as I speak to you, for what I have on hand, is that the situation is calm, it's peaceful, and the CPP delegation left Zwedru.
Away from Liberia now, battalions of our men are in 3 countries in Africa, specifically with one of the hot zones in Timbuktu, Mali. What are their statuses right now?
Oh, they are doing well. As I speak to you, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, the United Nations have asked us to increase our number by another 45%. Wow. Currently what we have there, so we'll be deploying.
45% could be what number?
Well, we're going to be military, like a company plus man. You know, the issue of number could compromise the security of the troop in Mali. But I'll just tell you, a company plus size is currently.
So the current strength in Mali, you're going to increase it by 45%.
Okay. Yes. So that they will be leaving mid-August. For Timbuktu, you know, we are in Sector West, Timbuktu, Mali. So I would tell you the information coming from Mali is like rewarding for the Armed Forces of Liberia. And that's how today United Nations have asked us to increase by 45% the current size that we have there. And in Southern Sudan, we got what we call MSO, that is Military Staff Officer. Mm-hmm. And we also have MSO in Sudan. You know, there are 2 countries now. South Sudan is the latest or newest country on earth. In Africa. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got personnel in those both countries. So we are doing extremely well, I will tell you. I'm impressed at the work the guys are doing in Mali, Sudan, and South Sudan.
What does it mean for the army on the national and international grid, having the UN requesting more intervention from Liberia? I mean, a former war-torn country with a destroyed army coming again, you know, restructuring our army in just less than 2 decades, having the UN requesting us to go now, you know, to serve peace instead of people coming here to serve. What does it mean for the new army?
I would tell you it means a lot. You may be aware that our last mission was in early 1960s in the Congo. And after like so many years, 2013, through the former Commander-in-Chief, former Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, her government at the time decided to induct or launch the Armed Forces of Liberia into peacekeeping. I think we will say all credit goes to the Liberian people first, the government under Madam Sirleaf, and the current government under President. We are provided all necessary support in order for us to be in those countries. So looking at our history, our army that was dissolved, or an army that were asked to be disbanded, restructured because of activities during our civil war. If you read the TRC report, our institution is considered number 7 worst atrocity committed during the Civil War. You know, they put all the warring factions, I think they got about 27 warring factions according to the TRC report. And based on the activities and the violations, they are put in categories, and the Armed Forces of Liberia is number 7. I think the MPFL is number 1. After the MPFL, you have the law. Also, is number 2, based on the violation they committed. And we had to dissolve the old military in order to do a restructure. And just imagine from 2006 to 2013, there's about 8 years, 7 to 8 years between there. To launch them, even within a short period, into peacekeeping, and they've been there since 2013 and 2020 already.
Since 2013?
Yes, since 2020.
Years,
and this is second because we were inducted on the African-led forces in Mali. Okay. That is AFISMA. Then AFISMA transitioned into MINUSMA, the UN mission. So since 2013, June, we have been in Mali. This is 2020. It's exactly 7 years. 7 years, 2 months that we've been in Mali. So it shows how much Liberia is committed. And I want to say that it's a global war on terrorism. Terrorism has crossed the Sahara and is coming south of the Sahara. That is coming to West Africa. Today, Mali, Burkina Faso, and a couple of other countries, we keep hearing the news about terrorist activities in those countries. So it's something that we had to move and be able to work with our ECOWAS counterpart and the United Nations to put a halt on the spread of terrorism, or else you don't know. So with Liberia being in there, I would tell you, the experience, just in case if we have any issue, the Armed Forces of Liberia is trained to be able to counter any activities, but we are ready for that. And the issue of also the empowerment of our individual soldiers is a good thing working with the United Nations. Okay. So a lot of benefits.
Is it 50-50? The government 50, the UN 50?
No.
While the men are away?
No, for now, the soldiers receive 80% of the allowance United Nations pay them. Then 20% go for operational costs.